All right, good morning, guys. Should just finish up with your do now question. In your own words, explain why abnormal behavior is subjective and difficult to classify as a mental disorder. So we talked about this last time, how, first of all, it's very, very subjective, meaning what's considered abnormal behavior in one area may be normal behavior in a different area. And so you have to take that into account before trying to jump to conclusions. Oh, this person has this disorder, they're having this problem. Well, no, they're actually just from this area where this is kind of the normal thing to do, and so on and so forth. So just taking those kind of things into consideration before jump to conclusions or making certain judgments or determinations. So whatever you guys have, just make sure it's about 4 to 5 sentences. Make sure you guys have it written out. All right, so today's going to be a relatively quick lesson, but it is something very important to touch on and to note and kind of going forward. And down in the description section below, I'm going to leave you guys a link or an attachment that's going to lead you to a more full-fledged copy of this, but we're just going to kind of overview it today. All right, so something called the DSM V. It was formerly known as the DSM IV, but as time goes on, we learn new things in the field of psychology. We change terms. We update things just to, it's a continuously ongoing process. But the DSM-5 stands for the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. So when professionals are trying to classify, what does all these symptoms mean? This person's doing this, they're doing this, they're having feelings of this, this, and this. We put all that together, what does this mean? What does this, what does this add up to? And so psychologists and professionals in the field over time have collaborated and said, hey, we're seeing this, this, and this. We should put them together in this one, reference that everybody can kind of refer back to. So if we all agree that they're experiencing this symptom, and this symptom, then chances are they might have this disorder. There's certain tests they can run to kind of verify that. So once again, DSM-5, it's essentially a handbook for psychologists, doctors, and whatnot, to essentially go through, it has a list of various disorders or situations people may be experiencing. So for example, and this is only like 4, and there's like an entire list of these. Things like neurodevelopmental disorders. So, we talked about early on through the stages of development how, they had something happen to them when they're developing, their brain was developing, their mental processes were developing. And so, there are symptoms associated with that. You have more common things like anxiety disorders, eating disorders, and then more gets in a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole with something known as personality disorders. And so once again, you can take a look at this manual. You don't have to read through the whole thing. Obviously, you can skim through it a little bit. You'll kind of see, if they're experiencing this, this, and this, then chances are they may have this disorder. At least as of right now, this is what we assume this is going to be. So, once again, DSM-5, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. It's a tool for psychologists, therapists, doctors, professionals alike to kind of refer back to, here's what we're seeing. What do we call this? What do we classify this as? All right, so at the bottom description box, there's a YouTube link. It's like 2 or 3 minute video or so. Take a second, watch that, and we'll get right back to it. All right, so based on the video you just watched, I just want you to write a short reflection of kind of what he just discussed. If you look at the story he told and the kind of meaning he was trying to associate with it. So you're writing a short reflection over the video, and then just kind of broadly, what do you think of it? Do you think, is he right? Is he wrong? Has he made a good point, a bad point? And then most importantly, how does it apply to the DSM-5 and or previous lessons we've discussed in class? So you're writing a short reflection over what he said, what he talked about, the meaning of it, and also how does this apply to what we discussed in class? If you guys have any questions or issues, feel free to shoot me a comment section below or shoot me an email. If nothing else, talk to you guys next time.